Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Growing up, I had a multitude of summer jobs. Largely as a teenager, I worked at a place called Adventureland, located in Des Moines, Iowa, where I grew up. And I was a games attendant for years, and then I left for a while, came back, and then I was a rides operator. My favorite ride was the Silly Silo. Any Adventureland people out there? I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who would admit to it as an adult. Anyway, I only had one winter job in my entire life, and that was at Best Buy. I was actually a Best Buy employee for a short time and enjoyed it very much because, number one, I thought it was good money, and I enjoyed being able to talk about computers and get paid for it. It was great. And this was right around the time Windows 95 had just launched. This was the first holiday season with Windows 95. It was very, very hectic. Now, at that point in time, Best Buy had its own internal staff of people that would help folks. They'd bring in their computers and they'd fix them or upgrade them and whatnot. Now, in recent years, Best Buy has gone out and they've acquired a place called GeekSquad. And we had someone come by our chat room earlier today and ask specifically about GeekSquad in reference to, are they worth it? Are they trustworthy? Are they good people? Would you trust GeekSquad if you didn't know that much about technology, or would you go another route? And, you know, this is a difficult question to answer because it's a sweeping statement to say yes or no in this case, because the value of GeekSquad really boils down to the value of the management at the local Best Buy store. And GeekSquad is basically the brand that Best Buy now owns, that is essentially a team of technologists that can help you through your technology issues. There have been certain stories that have surfaced in the blogosphere about really bad things happening inside of the GeekSquad infrastructure, but having no experience with it, I can't speak positively or negatively on it. My recommendation is that, in any case, do your research. Don't just assume that because it's a big brand that they're going to treat you well. It is going to boil down to what's happening in the local scene. So, if you're not already active in local bulletin boards, discussion lists, if you're not active in certain clubs and affinity groups, I always recommend that anyway. Number one, it's good to know people who live near you. Number two, when it comes time for recommendations, instead of just blindly walking in and assuming it's going to be fine because it's a big brand, you can ask for other experiences. And by and large, you'll find whether or not there's a degree of incompetence at any place. And I'm not singling out GeekSquad in this particular answer, but if you take this approach broadly, you will find that the very people that you would think would be the tops aren't, and a handful of people will recommend something else. And then if you take the same course of action and go the same route, especially if you have a personal reference, you should be happier because the people around you were happier with other things. That's why it's important for you to do your research on anything. Would I recommend GeekSquad? Again, I think it boils down to the kind of geeks that are local and are certainly working for that particular Best Buy outfit. But there are plenty of other computer technicians and techs out there who can help in any kind of local capacity or most local capacities, certainly in major metropolitan areas that are large enough to support a Best Buy chain. I don't know. What do you guys think? Overwhelmingly, and I'm just curious, if you have had an experience with GeekSquad, I would like to know, so leave a comment or follow-up. Number one, you've had this experience. If you could let us know the store and maybe the issue or the question, and then if you were satisfied with what GeekSquad had done for you, since this is really more to the person's question, or is GeekSquad worth it? Well, maybe if we get, it's not exactly an organized fashion, but I think we'll get a general idea from the comments and remarks from people whether or not overwhelmingly Geek Squad is recommended by a kind of a jury of our peers. And I think most of the people that happen to be watching the videos are curious about technology, in some cases geeks, I'm sure, that are staying up. Get on the net and learn how to fix it yourself. It's not a bad way to... That's how I learned. But, every once in a while, I just don't want to mess with things, and it's easier to, turn to a suite of experts. And now, the great thing is that you watching this are a part of my suite of experts. And certainly the people in the chat room are as well, especially when it comes time to doing the videos. And I know some wacky stuff happens in the chat as I record the videos, but there's some nuggets there as well. In fact, I don't think you know this, but some people will watch these videos twice. Once to listen to me and watch me for whatever reason, and a second time to go back and read the chat room. It's insane. It's great. Most people know what they're doing in the tech world, learn by messing with it, not by calling Geek Squad. Fair enough. Well, what's your opinion? Geek Squad, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways? Is that even a rating? We're making it a rating. It says a thumb sideways. Let us know. Leave a comment, follow up, or sponsor. Of course, swing by the chat room, take a part in this global conversation, and let us know what you think. We're listening at live.pirillo.com.